Yo, what is up, guys? Oscar here with a new video. Before I get into it, though, I'd like to remind you all to like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video, and turn on post notifications so that way you guys know when I drop a new video. So let's get into it. And today I'm going to be talking about the keys to the game for the Washington football team versus the Detroit Lions. Washington finally will go on the road to take on the Lions. And so Washington has not beaten Detroit in Detroit since 2008. Washington actually finally defeated the Detroit Lions last year after losing, I think it was like 4 or 5 games straight to the Lions. So Washington was able to do that, but that was with Darius Geis and Adrian Peterson at running back. Both of those guys had big games, had a big game, but both of those guys aren't here. In fact, Adrian Peterson is now on the opposing sideline with the Detroit Lions. So let's get into the keys to victory, and I'm gonna do offense, defense, and then of course special teams last. So the first key on offense is we just got to start off fast. Washington was down 20-3 at halftime for the Giants. And it was just, Washington needs a lead. They haven't had a lead other than the Dallas game. They had a lead in the Rams game, but that was at the end of the first quarter, and then the Rams just went off. But Washington just needs to start off fast, score, take advantage of scoring opportunities. If we can find a way to score first or keep on scoring, not go punt, and field goal attempts, and I'll get into special teams and Dustin Hopkins later in this video. Then Washington should definitely try to put up points for the Lions. The Lions defense is meh, but first key for the offense is score first. Feed your key players, Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson, who is healthy for the game, J.D. McKissick, and Washington did that, and they were this close to winning. Now, on to the next key, and this is going to be a nice segue. Don't turn over the football. Alex Smith, the 3 turnovers, especially the 2 turnovers at the end of the game, cost Washington the game. Plain and simple. In fact, the turnover that he committed in the red zone at the end of the first half was, cost Washington points. Washington could have at least been, 20-6, maybe at least against the Giants if he didn't turn over the football. But I get that 2 turnovers weren't his fault, but we just can't have that. If Washington, doesn't turn over the football, if Alex Smith, he's a check down guy, but if the check downs can get us down the field, and if we can score often, then we don't have to ask Alex Smith to throw the football down deep too many times. Maybe here and there, but not too many times. So win the turnover battle. Alex Smith, don't turn over the football. Antonio Gibson, don't turn over the football. Special teams, don't turn over the football. We should be fine. Win the turnover battle. More on that on the defensive side, but on the offensive side, don't turn over the football. Do not turn over the football. So, feed key players, don't turn over the football, score often. So those are the keys for the offense. Defensively, contain contain DeAndre Swift, who is balling for the Detroit Lions. Contain that run game, because the Lions have a running back by committee. So if the defense can contain that and force Matthew Stafford or whoever the quarterback is, because I think Matthew Stafford was on the COVID-19 list, so he may or may not play this game. Who knows? And is dealing with an injury. So if we can contain, the pass game somewhat, we're in the top 5 of the league of pass defense. So if we can contain that and also contain the run game, I know this is Adrian Peterson is going to look angry in this game because Washington cut him, but he Washington was looking out to do a new project, and he just didn't fit. So I definitely know that he's probably going to be looking at Washington's team and says, I know these guys, I'm going to try to go off. So we got to contain the run game. If we can contain the pass game as well, our defense should be able to avoid the Detroit Lions scoring points, or as many points as each of the offenses last ever since other than Dallas. If we can keep them under 20 points, I should be happy with that, because again, Washington has just been giving up so many points. And of course, force turnovers. The defense needs to force turnovers. They did not force a turnover against the Giants at all this past week. So if Washington can limit their turnovers offensively, and if they can force turnovers, then Washington should be fine. Chase Young get in there, disrupt, get sacks. Montez Sweat, that front seven is mean and nasty. It's been all that like that all season. Kendall Fuller didn't have an interception, so I'm expecting him to have a pick maybe. So defense needs to force turnovers, and of course the offense need to limit their turnovers. So if Washington wins the turnover battle, then we'll definitely win this game. So moving on so defensively. Before I move on to special teams, defensively, force turnovers, contain the pass game and run game, and get to whoever the quarterback may be it Matthew Stafford or Chase Daniel, I think the backup quarterback is. So if we can do that on defense, then again, we should be fine. Special teams. So the news right now is that Dustin Hopkins is out with an injury. Reports today is that he did not practice today either. So that may be an issue, even though Dustin Hopkins has been struggling with kicks and extra points. Even though he didn't do it, he didn't struggle with the Giants. But our special teams kicking unit is not good as it is, so I'm very concerned about that. Whoever we bring in needs to we just need to hope for the best for the special teams kicking game, so that way it doesn't cost us the game in the end. I'm really hoping that Dustin Hopkins can go, even though it's not looking too good, because it depends on the kicker. If the kicker misses field goals and extra points, and if we're down 3 or something, if we're down and Ron Rivera, we're in a position of winning the game instead of tying the game, Ron Rivera may have to go for 2 again, just because he may not trust whoever's kicking out there. So I'm really hoping Dustin Hopkins is good. Next key, do not turn over the football on the special teams. Isaiah Wright fumbled on a punt return. We cannot have that happen. Washington cannot have that happen on the special teams unit. The special teams unit, we're bad as it is. So Washington, they gave up a kick return on the special teams unit for the Cowboys. They fumbled on a punt return. I'm this close to saying that the special teams unit coach may have to, or the special teams coordinator needs to go if Washington gives up big plays or coughs it up on special teams. So we cannot give up big plays on special teams, because that will give Lions momentum, and we cannot have momentum, swinging opportunities, because again, the defense, Giants were able to score off of that punt fumble, and of course the Cowboys were able to score a field goal off of the big return that Washington allowed. So we cannot allow big plays on the special teams unit side. Hopefully the kicking situation will be resolved. I trust Tressway. He's good enough. He's solid enough. So hopefully our special teams unit will give us a chance. Will limit those mistakes, and hopefully Dustin Hopkins will be okay. So my score prediction for this game, it was 19-16 last year. I'm gonna vouch and say that it's probably gonna be the same time this time around. I say Washington wins this 20-17. Yep, I'll say 20. Washington wins it 20-17. They will go to 3-6. So that is my score prediction. Let me know if your comments down below. Like I said, like this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video, and I'll be back Sunday talking about post-game reaction. And of course, if there's any breaking news, either via Washington or Real Madrid, I'll be here. But you guys will definitely see me for the post-game reaction. So that is it for me, guys. Peace.